All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Now we're gonna be doing some hard pulls in the CAMMED Procharged 1999 Mustang GT. I've already went ahead and done a few test hits just so I'm not acting up on camera, not knowing what's going on. But so far this thing feels nasty. I ain't gonna lie, it feels nasty. I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the tires so I can actually go ahead and feel this car, because right now it's just blowing the tires off. It's disgusting. That 5,500 RPM red line isn't even like the tip of the iceberg for this car, man. Already got it warmed up, so we good. So I do apologize for the night vlog. This car has absolutely no interior light, so it's going to be dark as hell. But obviously with it being like 105+ degrees during the day, I really can't do these hard pull videos during the day. It's just too hot. I'm gonna work with what I have right now. If you guys enjoy the content on the channel, drop a like, all that good stuff. Probably gonna do like a 40 roll here, just to kind of show like what I mean about zero traction. Actually, I'll do like a 30 roll, just to kind of show what I'm talking about. Like a 30 roll. It just loses traction, bro. Like it just, as soon as it starts to hit boost, it just starts to spin like crazy. All right, hope you guys can see, but I'm on my way to Mexico. Obviously the 30, 40 mile per hour rolls are pretty useless in this car. I need a drag pack. I'm still on the Ditto tires. I didn't really think I was gonna get the car tuned as quickly as I did. There was an opening this week and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. So I don't want to go ahead and put this car into a wall or a ditch. So we're gonna try to do a 60 to 130 if possible. I do not have my draggy with me because I really wasn't planning on doing a 60 to 130. And I honestly didn't think it would be as bad as far as the spinning goes, because it's really, really bad. So we're gonna see what we can do. Now, like I said, the car does have the 5,500 RPM limit on it because of the fuel pump. So I don't even know if the car could even hit 130. I think it might be able to get to like 120, 125-ish. But I am kind of curious to see what it will do from a 60, obviously, because second gear, I can't hit it. I'd have to shift immediately. So we'll do a 60 in third. All right, so we're gonna see what this thing can do. I'm gonna apologize now. It's been RPM lockout. All right, so whew, I have to go ahead and pull over to collect myself for a second. They got some birds going crazy in the tree next to me, but this car, I can officially say, is significantly quicker than the GT350. Now, that first pull you saw, I tried to power shift it into 4th gear. Transmission didn't really like that. Now, obviously, this is a stock 3650. I figured it may or may not like that, and it just kind of hit a wall. But as I was obviously getting in the high RPMs, this thing is really starting to take off. It's very sketch. It spins as soon as it starts to hit boost around 4K RPM, low, 4,000 RPM is when this thing starts to make boost. With the heads cam Vic Jr combination, this thing really starts to come alive and it starts to spin off hit. It might not show on camera, but in car, if you were to ride with me, the car gets very, very squirrely. So gotta be careful with that, very careful with that. Now, I did another hit. I did it off camera because whenever I do these type of like hard pulls videos, I like to kind of make sure that I know what I'm getting into, and I like to focus up and not fully be on record mode, whatnot. And I kind of just like regularly speed shifted it into 4th gear. Again, still kind of getting back used to shifting a new edge, but it's fast. I will say that it's fast. Again, spins off the hit, as soon as you get into boost. Once you get into 4th gear, it feels like a time warp. Like the car, it gets faster and faster and faster as the RPMs climb, and then obviously it hits that 5,500 RPM red limiter quick, bangs off it, and then I throw it in neutral. But this thing hits like 122 ridiculously quick. I can definitely say it's faster than the Shelby, 100%. I'm gonna get a drag pack on this car. I need to actually weigh this car because it's light. It's low 3,000 pounds. I need to get a drag pack, weigh this car. But as of right now, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, I gotta get used to this. It's dangerous. Like, you guys might say, oh, like, high 500 wheel really ain't nothing, but in an old car that weighs like low 3,000 pounds, stick shift that makes corresponding torque, it's different. It hits way different. All right, so it's the next day, and I felt some vibration like in the trans tunnel, and I was like, what the heck's going on? So I went ahead and took this off, and this is, I think, what I felt when I did that 3rd to 4th gear pull. And that's exactly why I'm being as careful as I am right now, and I'm making sure that I'm 100% focusing up when I am beating on this car, because again, this is not like an S550 car. You have to be zoned in when driving these new edges. Going ahead and taking off this boot, I mean, it was difficult to take off, which we all know it shouldn't be difficult to take these off. They should slide right out. Yeah, I don't really know what the hell all this is, but this is obviously some type of eBay shifter on here right now. And this thing, I believe, from just feeling it, I believe this is actually like kind of coming off the transmission itself, because these are like a top loader shifter where they just bolt on directly the transmission. I think this is starting to come off, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace this with an MGW, because I mean, I'm getting OD play right here, and it really shouldn't be like this. Obviously it's in neutral and the car's shut off, but still it doesn't really feel right. And on top of that, like going into reverse, like I can feel like not really a clunkiness, because there's no like obvious lockout or anything like that, which I thought was lockout, but I think it's because this actually isn't like bolted down to the transmission anymore. I think it got knocked off when I was doing those pulls, which makes sense as to why I was unable to get it into 4th gear power shifting. Gliding it, softly it went in, but you can see here, man, it's like melted. Whatever this is, it's like melted on. So this is all gotta go ASAP. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Just trying to go ahead and play this as smart as possible. Like this car's a handful, man. It really is a handful. I don't think people really realize, like, when you have a light car that weighs like just over 3,000 pounds, that makes like almost 600 torque and a stick shift, and it's an old car. I mean, this is a 1999 car. I mean, everything hits different in these old cars. You don't have any stability, you know, I don't have traction control. I don't have ABS in this car. So it feels kind of crazy. it feels great, I ain't gonna lie. It feels great, it's fast. Once it gets in the boost, it takes the fuck off. Damn, I need to like go ride along with somebody, because like I don't think you guys understand. You probably won't see it on camera as much. You could probably see it when I did like the second gear pulls. Like once this thing gets in the boost, it really starts to pick up, and it moves out. Now obviously the max speed, because of the limiter, is like around 122 miles an hour, and that's banging off the limiter, which obviously not really trying to do, but it is only 5,500. I kind of want to increase that. Now there is a potential to go with like a 15-inch wheel and go with a 28-inch tall tire. That actually would get me to around 130 in fourth, which is, I feel like, the standard what I want to kind of have in these new edges. But at the same time, that is going to drop the RPM down significantly, and it is going to make the car feel sluggish off the hit. I don't really think it's worth it. I'm gonna go test this car out. I'm gonna get some other cars the way it is right now. If I need more RPM, fuck it, we'll go to a 28-inch tall tire. But right now, honestly, I think it'd be fine. As a matter of fact, I know it'd be fine, because it's faster than the 350, and like half the shit that pulls up to meets, you know, is either on par or, you know, slightly slower than that. So I think we'd be good, and I know this shit is quicker than the 350. So if you guys enjoy, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one, man. Deuces.